Mickey 6 with Saints from the Underground. In this week's featured interview, we're talking with the frontman for Radiation Suitz, none other than Adom Suitz. Hey Adam, how you doing tonight?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Alright, first of all, we know your name is Adom Suitz. What do you do in the band? Actually, what do you do outside of the band, and what do you play in the band?
I'm a hand-to-hand combat expert.
Wow.
I'm a cook.
Interesting.
I'm a scout.
Okay.
In the band, I play the guitar and I sing. In that order.
Who else is in the band besides yourself?
There's myself, Adom Suitz, Ray Deation Sr., who is a chemical weapons expert and bassist. He also sings backup vocals. Then we have the bomb on drums, who is good looking and he bangs things. And together we make Radiation Suitz.
So there's a couple guys missing. Alright, here's some weird questions, but you guys claim to be from the future. What is your purpose here in our time, in the present time of 2014?
First of all, we don't claim to be from the future. We are from the future. Our purpose here in 2014 is we were sent back in time to eradicate Skynet. You know, if you've seen the goddamn Terminator movies, you kind of know what's going on, but this is real life. We're fighting giant robot machines known as Terminators. Myself, Ray, and the bomb were sent back in time. We pose as musicians to spread the word of the future that's coming. And if you're not careful, you might be part of that future. It's a bleak future, but it's a future. We're also sent back to protect the chosen one. We're also sent back to try and destroy the humongous before he becomes the humongous of the wasteland.
What year are you guys from, actually? And are you all from the same time era? Is it like a brigade or an army or something?
We're from the year 2099. Earth time. We all came from the same year. We were soldiers in a brigade. We fell upon a Skynet time machine, and the rest is history. There was an army at one point of humans. Resistance fell pretty hard with the 3 core members left. With a few more of us scattered around. Guy back there behind the camera. The guy over there playing the music. There's a few of us. A little bit more undercover. You never know who's coming for you. If you're a Terminator.
Okay. You mentioned in some of your songs and on your live shows a gentleman by the name of Humongous. Who is the Humongous, and why are you guys fighting with him in his gang? I'm going to assume it's some kind of future-related thing, but, you know, you tell me.
Well, Mr. Six, the Humongous is a big muscle-head freak who has a gang of sadistic bikers and ex-policemen, and they chase people around the wasteland, taking their water and their fuel. We fought him in his gang many times. We will continue to fight him in his gang many times. The Humongous is the Humongous. He is the ruler of the wasteland. He is the Ayatollah of rock and rolla. He is the Humongous. And he is one of our greatest enemies. Humongous, if you're seeing this, we will find you eventually. We know you're here in 2014.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's very interesting.
Dog!
Okay, on the same subject of enemies of the Suitz, What is Skynet and the Terminators that you guys sing about in your songs?
Skynet is an AI, artificially intelligence machine that grew its own brain and took over the world by launching nuclear missiles from Russia to America to China and so forth. This is all going to happen sooner than later. So you might want to start preparing. Millions of people died on Judgment Day. There's a handful of survivors. We were some of the lucky ones. The Terminators are cybernetic killing machines. They're cyborgs that Skynet makes, manufacturers like used to manufacture cars. They hunt. And they
Are they the same Terminators from the Terminator?
Yes, they are the same Terminators from Terminators 1, 2, 3, and 4. Even though 3 was the best movie, in my opinion.
Okay. In your future, or in your time, when does the apocalypse actually happen? Should we start preparing now, or do we have a few years to go?
The apocalypse wiped out many records many times. We're not sure when the apocalypse happened. When our year's 2099, we assume the apocalypse happened 25, 30 years prior to that. Nobody knows for sure. Skynet knows, Skynet's not telling us, they don't care. So I can't answer that question.
How did you guys, meeting radiation suits of course, survive the apocalypse? Did you go underground? Were you in Mexico? Was it... Can you go into detail?
Well, what happened was, you heard the story of the outlaws that are being chased across the country, and one of them says, hey, let's go to Mexico. So, before we became radiation suits, we were banditos on the run, and we happened to be in Mexico at the time the bombs hit. We were in deep over by Sinaloa, Oaxaca. The radiation fall didn't come. It spread like the plague. What the bombs didn't wipe out, the Terminators did. That's how we survived. We went underground in the underground. Just like scenes from the underground, but different.
How do you guys survive now?
How do we survive now? That's a very interesting question. Well, we eat who we can, when we can. We play music. We survive. That's what we do. That's what we're bred to do. That's what we were born to do.
That's pretty interesting.
Right?
Look.
Right?
You know, I've seen you guys' shows before, and you know, by the show. Those costumes that you wear, if they are costumes, why do you wear the costumes? Speaking as a musician now to a musician, what's with the costumes? I know you guys portray characters on stage, and that's the sign of the band, but what was the idea behind the radiation suits becoming a futuristic band of warriors coming back to fight, you know, for the humankind, and you know the story.
The story behind the costumes was me and Ray played a long time together, almost 20 years ago. This is pre-war. We were actually a different band back then. We were, I don't know what we were called, but the bomb wasn't with us yet. We hadn't met the bomb. We were with my son, Eric. Eulogy of Les Paul Brawler's name. And we just wanted to play faster music, heavier music than what we were playing at the time. The costumes came up as an idea just to liven things up a little bit, you know, portray characters sort of like war, or, you know, David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust kind of thing. Just to make it a little more interesting, a little more fun. Get the crowd something to look at, put a show on in the show. You portray characters you have more, you could be comic books, you know, just have more fun with it. You see a lot of shows where the people are just people, and you think, yeah, I know that guy, hey, it's the same guy I just saw. We saw him mix it up a little bit. Besides, Ray and I did a little wrestling stint. We were into wrestling for a while, and we love the characteristics of it. I love you. I want to have you for dinner. So that's the stories. You know, we modified the costumes so they're not too, I mean, you know. But it's just a fun idea. It's fun to do on stage, something different. Good question, by the way, Mr. Six.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So speaking of the band, do you guys have any music online? And if so, where can we hear it? Or buy it or whatever? Can we?
Yeah, we have some music on stereokiller.com, our demo, a rough, very rough demo. Hey, kiss me. I'm Irish. Okay. We have some stuff on stereokiller.com/radiation suits. You can download our demo. The end is 9. It is 9 songs. It's a pretty rough demo. We're gonna redo it sooner or later. August 23rd, right?
Yes.
August 23rd, we're coming back from the underground bunker. We're going to be playing with the band you mentioned, the Hot Chicks, Pygmy Death Ray, Contraband, Spunk Dolls. That's a Harmon promotion show. He was kind enough to have us come back. We're going to restock up our supplies or water or food, get some more meat. And then September 5th, we're debating whether or not we're going to play the scenes from the underground showcase. Probably will, but we're not sure yet. Gotta check with Ray and the Bomb for that one. So check us out at stereokiller.com, type in Radiation Suits. You can download it for free, or if you're nice enough, you're going to leave a buck or two, by all means. I'm sure we could use it.
Alright. So, online presence, do you guys believe in that, considering you're hiding from Skynet? I see a lot of transmissions are coded in. Are you on Facebook, on Twitter, whatever, any other?
Yeah, we have some music on stereokiller.com, our demo, a rough, very rough demo. Hey, kiss me. I'm Irish. Okay. We have some stuff on stereokiller.com/radiation suits. You can download our demo. The end is 9. It is 9 songs. It's a pretty rough demo. We're going to redo it sooner or later. August 23rd, right?
Yes.
August 23rd, we're coming back from the underground bunker. We're going to be playing with the band you mentioned, the Hot Chicks, Pygmy Death Ray, Contraband, Spunk Dolls. That's a Harmon promotion show. He was kind enough to have us come back. We're going to restock up our supplies or water or food, get some more meat. And then September 5th, we're debating whether or not we're going to play the scenes from the underground showcase. Probably will, but we're not sure yet. Gotta check with Ray and the Bomb for that one. So check us out at stereokiller.com, type in Radiation Suits. You can download it for free, or if you're nice enough, you're going to leave a buck or two, by all means. I'm sure We could use it.
Cool. Well, we'll keep an eye out.
Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Adom Suitz from the secret location from the future. We cannot reveal where he's at. Yeah, I have sworn secrecy. They have a show coming up August 23rd, right? At Space Smoke Shop with Pygmy Death Ray and the Hot Chicks and the Spunk Dolls and Contraband. And SFTU will be there to cover that one. And thank you, Adom. And tell the rest of the suits we said hi. Thank you for saving our lives. And we'll see you next week. Have a good time.